Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021 as we continue our Kidderminster Kids series. We're coming back a little bit early just because I wanted to just show some more games, and I was like, you know what? Let's just throw some more stuff in there just to get some more credit for my playtime, quite frankly. But we do play FA Cup second round game today, so I thought that might also be kind of cool to see. So we will be showing that here in this episode. Let's get into the episode. All right, here we are in game, and as you can see, the last game you guys saw was the Sutton game, I believe. We then went out against Altrincham and beat them 1-0 with a goal from Rafael Garcia in the 64th minute. We then went out against Crew, which is what, a League One team? Yeah, Skybet League One team, and beat them 2-1. So that was a really good game. It might have been a good game to feature, but I actually was expecting to win that one. The only reason we even won is because of a late penalty from Mr. Darnell Mintis. So that was really good to have. We then went up against Dover. Currently 9th ranked. I think at the time they were like 12th or 13th ranked. And they stomped us. Like, absolutely stomped us. Their Dwayne Sewell scored 4 goals, and then they got another penalty thrown in there just for rubbing it in sake. I don't know. I have no idea what happened in this game. No explanation for how this was our worst loss of the season against Dover. No explanation whatsoever. It is what it is. We then went up against Geisley here and did get a goal from Mr. Jaden White to win this one. We're currently ranked 12th in the league, which isn't all that bad. We're only 2 points shy of the playoff spot. So, I don't know. I mean, we're hanging in there with the team that we have and the restrictions we put on ourselves. Feels pretty good. But like I said, today we're going to be playing, I'll play the Dagon Red game. I'll skip over the Chorley game myself, and then I'll come back for the Colchester game after that. Because why not? I mean, if we won the game against Colchester, this would be an amazing game to show. But I don't actually expect to win it, but we'll show it anyway, just for fun. So let's get into our Dagon Red game today. Oh, before I get into that, we did bring in a couple new players. We brought in Mr. Harvey Almond here. He comes in, he can play in the midfield, defensive midfield, or central defense. Pretty decent player, 2.5 current star, could be as high as 5-star potential. We know for sure 4-star potential. Already valued at a couple £1,000, not bad. 18 years old, so I think he's going to be a pretty good pickup for us. And then we also picked up Mr. Hugh Bates, sure we'll say it that way. 2-star current ability, could be as high as 4. We know for sure 3, maybe not as much potential as the other guy. And we did pay for this one. We paid 2,500, yeah, £2,500 for this guy. But he can play in a lot of spots, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to pick him up, just because he could play all over the place. Gives us a lot of flexibility. I mean, with only having 5 substitutes, more flexibility we have, the better. So that was only going to help us out in the long run. And again, he's valued at 1,900, and we paid 2,500. So we could probably sell him back on for the 2,500 that we paid, and really no loss to us in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, let's get into this game. Here is the team we're bringing today. We have, obviously, Ejahari in goal. By the way, here's the formation that we're playing today. I have been playing around with formations. I kind of messed around with this one a little bit, but this is the one that we actually lost 5-0 with. And I was like, okay. There's two things I want to take into account. One, I do want to try and play some of the things that the board wants us to play with. Like, I want to play possession. I want to play high tempo, set pieces, attack, all this stuff. I'll try for this. I'll try for these as much as possible. Because if at the very least we can make the board happy with how we're playing, then they might not be too unhappy with the fact that we're losing sometimes. You know what I mean? So that is going to be kind of the goal. But that was part of the reason why I kind of went with one of these. I was just trying to mess around, just try different formations. But then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know what? If this was my team, well, then I'm going to bring in a formation as the manager that I'm familiar with, that I like. And this is a formation, or some variation of this formation, is something that I've used in football managers in the past. I like it a lot. I like the double striker because they can support each other. I like the wingers pushing up and having a couple midfielders. So I do like this formation a lot. A couple variations of this formation that I am okay with playing around with is, let me see. So I don't really care about this formation anymore. I'm going to clear this one out. And Let me just pull in this one real quick. Okay, so because I didn't want to mess up the one we were looking at. So a couple of variations of this one would be putting something like this. Very similar, obviously, because your attacking midfielder can still push up and help the striker up here. This is a decent formation. And then if you're going to do this formation, a variation of this formation that I also enjoy is this. So I don't mind any of these. I like the wingers a lot personally. I've always had a lot of fun with wingers. Another fun formation that I do enjoy, just because, whatever, is this diamond. It can definitely be fun, but you really need some strong fullbacks, wingbacks, whatever position you're playing them at. Probably, if you're going to push it this way, you're going to probably play them as wingbacks, so they can really, really push up the field and be your primary crossers and stuff like that. So I don't really play this one quite as much. Maybe I don't like this one quite as much. It really depends on the players that you have. But we do have some strong wingers right now. So playing some variation of the wingers is something I think I want to do. But we also have a pair of strong strikers. Hutchinson and Mentis are really good strikers, and that's the reason why we're going to go with the two-player thing here. I just realized I was moving people around, that it changed some stuff. So I'm going to move everybody back the way they were. You were there. You were there. I think Garcia was on the right. Yeah, it looks right. So some variation of this. Any selection device? No, we're good, guys. Making sure I had it kind of close to where I would. But obviously, this also features Garcia and White, which we know are two very strong players as well. This also gives us the opportunity to feature, where is he? From time to time, Mr. John Watson here, who is got a really strong player. I mean, he can play in a lot of good positions. Right now, where is he? Almond is on our bench because he can come in and play, like we said, defense or midfield, either one. So I don't know. I feel like this is a fun formation. We're going to try this. The one change I am going to go ahead and make, I forgot about it. We are going to play for set pieces, and I do want to come in here and come into my corners and make sure I am pulling in the routine that I've kind of built up and just whatever. Now, who is our best or tallest player or person with the best heading or jumping or some combination of the above? I mean, it looks like Maxwell might be one of the best. Looks like who is this? This is Hutchinson. Hutchinson might be pretty good. Anybody that's just really tall back here on the defense. I mean, 6'2" is pretty tall, but we've already got a 6'2" guy who's pretty good at corners. So we'll do that. And then we're also going to put him in here as well. So he'll come into there. We'll pull our attacking midfielder up and leave our defender back this way. Something like that. So something to that effect is how we're going to go with this. And just out of curiosity, do we have set piece takers set up? I think we do. Corners should be. We do not. We actually have some guys that are better at corners. So let's set these back up real quick. We're gonna put the guys that are on the right, kicking from the left. Guys that are on the left, kicking from the right. Which not a lot of options, to be perfectly honest. I mean, hopefully at least one of those guys is in there at some given point in time. I guess if it really came down to it, we know Hutchinson's going to be in. Well, we'll leave it as it is. It'll be all right. And then for direct kicks, let's just check the direct kicks real quick. Direct kicks, I don't really care from footing side, and maybe I should, but usually I just go with whoever's just really good at direct kicks. Kavanaugh, apparently pretty good kicker. I'll just do 3. I mean, if it gets further than that, although to be fair, none of these 3 are currently on the field. So I guess I should put a 4th one that's currently on the field on here. I thought I'd set this up, but maybe with some of me changing around the formations, maybe something got mixed up, which is fair. All right, we'll do that. And then we'll set up our, I wish there was an easy way to set this up, to be honest. There's our wide, there's our deeps. some sort of, you know what, that would be good? Like just some sort of like, I don't know, checklist or something. Like just give me a grid where I can be like, check. This is the guys that do. I mean, I guess they wouldn't give you the order, but like some way to like make it easier to put people over here. Throw-ins. If anybody's good at throw-ins, probably not, is my guess. Oh, Bakari's actually really good at throw-ins. We'll bring him in there. He will be our primary. 12, honestly, 12 at this level is a really good throw. And then penalties. I think this I have at least set up because this looks pretty good of what I would want. Because we want Mentis to be up there because he's got good finishing and good composure. So even though his penalty spot is not itself great, he's good elsewhere. And then Maguire, I probably would put Fremantle above Maguire at least. So we'll do that. And then Campbell or Maguire, pretty close. We'll put Campbell above Maguire. And then the last person, I think Hutchinson probably makes sense, actually. Hutchinson's got really good finishing. So we'll leave Hutchinson in there and go with that for our list. All right. Well, there we go. And let's just get into the game. Hopefully we get some good results here. I mean, honestly, we're in this season, we're really just trying to establish ourselves a little bit. Although, to be fair, with the restrictions we've got, the only real way we can improve our team is if we get really lucky with an 18-year-old who's just outstanding, or if our players develop. And that's the thing. We've got to get our players to develop to be good. And the fact that we can't really send our players out on loan makes it a little bit harder for them to develop because I did set the highlights up, right? Didn't I? I did. Good. The fact that we can't send them out on loan, we can send them out on loan, I think, before they're 18. So like if they're 16, 17, we could technically send them out on loan with a go from Sorta. Why did we not get an actual highlight for that? I do something wrong? Key highlights is what I usually put it on. Weird that we didn't see the build up for that. Oh, it was a free kick. It was just the other angle and it was just throwing me off. Really good. Good thing there. Good stuff from Sorta. But anyway, as I was saying, we just got to hope for our guys to develop. I mean, if we get some other guys that develop as much as Mentis did, then we have a chance of really, growing into a really strong team. But we need that development to have any chance at all. But yeah, we can send guys out on loan 16, 17, and then we can send them out on loan once they get homegrown at club at 21. We could technically send them out on loan. But hopefully by then, they've actually developed into a player we want to keep around and keep on the team, But here's what it is. It's a really weird, this restriction. At first, when I was first thinking about it, doesn't seem like a lot, but then as you really get into it, it really changes how you have to think about players and recruitment and development and everything. Like, we don't want to sell our players until they're 21 years old. But again, if they're 21 years old and they're halfway good, we don't want to sell them at all. So it's really kind of a weird thing, but hopefully we get a little bit better as things go on. Oh, wow. Mentis with a great goal there. 9th goal of the season for Mentis. Already seeing this formation. I mean, the free kick earlier was irrelevant, but although I guess to be fair, that was our set piece, set up, making that available. But no, this formation's already starting to look pretty good. I mean, to be fair, that was a little bit of a more of a miss maybe on Dagon Red there with their defensive player pushing it right back into Mentis' path. But, we put the pressure on him. So far, so good. Okay, I didn't want to put them. I thought I hit the wrong button. So I was like, oh no, don't give them the wrong message. They might be angry with that. Come on, guys. Keep it up here. All right, White with a good takeaway there. It's going to push up the middle here. Get it over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson up to Mentis. Back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's, trying to get it squeezed up there through to Mentis, who was making a little bit of a break for it. Was not able to get past the defender there. Bakari's going to slowly chase this one down. Ejahari with the ball now. Back up to Bakari. Back to Ejahari. Over to Bakari. Over to Sorta. I'm not really liking the fact that we're getting some pressure now. Come on, guys. Be careful. Maxwell with the ball. Back to Bakari. Why is this highlight continuing? Hutchinson with the ball. Hutchinson is going to get it up to Mentis. Mentis not able to get past the defenders. He's going to try to get up to Hutchinson, though. A little bit of a miss there. Hutchinson does get it back to Mentis. What a shot. Not really maybe how I drew it up, but I guess if he saw an opening, he wanted to go for it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't care if they take shots from that far back, as long as they make the goalkeeper do something. Like, make it on target. Make it on target. If they make a shot from that far back and the goalkeeper saves it, fine, I'll take it. But put it near the goal if you're going to take a shot from that far back, so at least has a fighting chance of going in there. All right, well, 3-0, looking good. I guess they showed up for you guys. Thank you for for showing up for the television crew here today. Oh, that should have been a goal for Dagon Red, but was not, thankfully. Oh, substitute. Let's see here. Ooh, Rafael Garcia really struggling today. Don't really have anybody else that can come in for him. I think we can swipe White over and then bring... I thought we had somebody to go on the left. Technically, Maxwell could move up. Play musical chairs here, I guess. And bring Harlan in there. A little bit of musical chairs, but it works out. It's one of the reasons, like I said, I like the players that can play multiple positions. All right, Bakari with the throw in. Hutchinson's there. Oh, Mentis wanted his hat trick. He should have had it. He should have had it. That was a bit fail. That's all right. That's all right, guys. Oh, Tavares really playing poorly right now. Bring Bakari over and bring Almond into here. Get to see Almond today. Second game that he's played for us. We're going to start pulling him back to positive. And there's no reason to... We don't need a Paladon right now. We do have a throw-in coming in from Bakari. Not able to get it into one of our guys. Almond with the ball, though. Gets it up to Harlan. Over to Breen. Back to Harlan. Back to Breen. Hutchinson with the ball. Gets it up to Mentis. Mentis in a spot. Oh, couldn't get past the defender. Or the goalkeeper, I should say. But that's all right. All right, let's get one last final sub here. And nobody's on a yellow card. I think White's looking a little complacent. I mean, Henry can sort of, kind of pretend to play the spot. What do we have on the bench? We do have Kavanaugh who can play striker. So what if we were to bring Mentis back to here and Kavanaugh in here? Mentis prefer to be something else now. I mean, granted, it's going to reduce the chances of him getting a hat trick, but we don't need the hat trick. We've already effectively won the goal or game. won the game. We don't need the goal. Although it looks like we might be giving something up here if we're not careful, guys. Come on. We've got a big fat 0. Let's keep it. Oh, come on. Oh, that was close to a penalty. Be very, very careful, guys, here. Let's not give away just a freebie. Oh, guys, that was a little silly. That was a little silly. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Edge of Harry should have run out for that one. So, yeah, I was going to say the error is going to be on Edge of Harry on that one. He should not have run out for that one. Yeah, I don't know what he was... Don't know quite what he was doing. Maybe he thought he would get there quicker. I mean, it's okay. It's irrelevant. Although we're getting a final highlight here. Hutchinson over to Harland. Up to Kavanaugh. Back to Harland. Breen with the ball. Gets it up to a Russian Kavanaugh, although I think he was offsides. Yep, offsides. Good effort, though. It's crazy seeing a guy like Kavanaugh who can play defender and also play striker. I mean, he wasn't as offsides as I thought he was, but he definitely was offsides. Really strong game. Really good performance from the boys. It's good to see, I mean, at least in this game, the formation is working, so we'll stick with it a bit longer. Again, mostly because I like it. I enjoy this formation. And honestly, in the games like, or in my episodes in the Glory Hunter series, where I'm jumping around teams and stuff like that, it's really hard to bring my formation in and then recruit the guys that can support that formation. It's just, you kind of have to get a formation based on the guys that you already have and then recruit 1 or 2 guys to strengthen that. And a team like this, where I'm going to stay at this team for a lot longer, I can be a little bit more picky about, hey, this is the formation I want to play. Now let me go and find the right kinds of players that can come in and fit into this formation. And so that's going to be something we're going to try and do a bit of as we kind of go on. So, for example, this Mr. Clark here, who can play attacking midfielder on the right, would fit into our formation if he's a good enough player. Now, I don't know if he is or not. We haven't seen him yet, but that kind of thing. We want to bring in players that fit our formation. All right, we'll be right back. We're going to skip a game. I'll play the Chorley game offline, and we'll come back for Colchester. See if we even have a remote fighting chance against Colchester. We'll be right back. All right, we're back for our game against Colchester here. Again, this is going to be a tough game. I mean, it is a home game for us. Maybe any advantage from that, but not advantage, tiny boost from that. The advantage is still very much Colchester, obviously, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened, so you never know. But we did play a game against Chorley here. The only goal we got was an own goal from their own player after they had a player sent off, so they kind of just gave us the game. Thank you, Chorley. Can you guys do that again in our FA Trophy third round game over here? That would be nice. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. That does move us up to 6th place in the league, though, which is kind of cool. So we are back into the playoff kind of area. There's still a lot of season left to play. It would be awesome if we can make playoffs, but we'll see what happens. Let's get into this game, though. Here's the team we're bringing today. Obviously, you guys have seen Ejihari in goal. I mean, he's not changing. He's not going anywhere. He probably is our best player, actually, at this point, which is awesome to have a really good, strong goalkeeper. Something we do not have in our Glory Hunter series right now. We got Bello on the left, Saraha, Bakari in the middle, Jonas coming out on the right-hand side, Maxwell and Breen in the midfield, White on the left, Garcia on the right of the attacking midfield, and, of course, Mentis and Hutchinson up front, 18 goals between them. I would love for them to keep that up, please, and thank you. In fact, they have the vast majority of our goals. The only next closest would be Garcia at 6. So there you go. Let's go, team. Let's do this. Let's surprise this team. I don't know. You never know. You never know. I've seen stranger things happen. Truth be told, I think we have the potential to surprise them. I think it could be either a 1-0 win for us just because we got really just a great play and we're able to shut down the defense, or they blow us out 4-5-0 is my two sides of this coin. It really depends on how Colchester plays. I think, well, hopefully we'll play the game we play, and if they just show up, then there's nothing we can do. They're just going to destroy us. But if we hold our own, then there's a slim chance that we can squeeze something out here. I mean, we've gotten 2 shots, just not on target. So that might have been shots from the goalkeeper for all we know. Actually holding on to possession, which is interesting. Throw-in coming in here from Bakari. Throws it in. I was going to say, he's got Mentis right there. Mentis does get it. Gets it back over to White. White, what? What a goal. I was like, Mentis is right there. Right there. Just throw it to Mentis. And he did exactly that. I was not expecting him to pass it back off to White, but then the White, this is a really outstanding goal from White. Really outstanding goal. Okay, then. Just because I really keep it up. Just because I really want to try and hold on to this, which I don't know if it's possible. We're going to drop it down to positive a little bit earlier than I normally would. Now, I don't want to drop it down too far too fast because that just invites pressure on us, and then I don't think we can hold off the pressure. But I'm going to be just a little bit less aggressive for just a bit longer here. And let's see here. We do have Garcia on a yellow card and on a 6.5. We'll bring Fremantle in for him. That is fine with me. Would he rather be something else? Not really. So we're good there. I don't know if I want to go down to... Give it a couple more minutes. Okay, I'm going to go down to balanced. Oh, no. I don't know if that... I'm not sure if that's too soon. We'll go to balanced. I don't know. Hopefully this is not too soon. All right, let's get us another sub here. Looks like Mr. Lee Jonas is having trouble, although Hutchinson is really tired. So we're going to bring Kevin all in for Hutchinson. Definitely don't want our guys to be tired. We need to be able to run around and do what we got to do. We can hold on to the 85th minute mark. I'll probably drop it down to cautious at that point. Breen on a yellow card and tired. We'll bring Harlan in for him. All right, we got another highlight. I don't like the highlights, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, Fremantle with a ball there. He did pick that one up. Gets it to Mentis. Mentis gets past the defense. It's just him and the goalkeeper. And he gets it. Mentis takes us up 2-0. What? What? Never happier to be wrong about my predictions. I said 1-0 if we escaped by with a win. Are we going to escape by with a 2-0 win? Wow, that's Mentis. I mean, Fremantle really helped that out, though, to be fair. All right. Well, we're definitely going to drop down to cautious and see if we can just shut it down for a few more minutes here. Even if they get one back, I doubt they can get two. But no, they're not even going to get one back. Oh, my goodness, guys. We did the amazing. I'm glad I showed this game because, wow. White and Mentis picking some goals up. There we go. Wow. All right. Yeah. Next game would be against Hutters. Where is it at? Just Huddersfield here in the FA Cup third round. Unfortunately, this is still a home game for us, which means we don't get a lot of money. If it was in their stadium, we would be getting that's our big problem right now. We've actually done okay in the FA Cup the last couple seasons, but we're not getting the money from it because they're always home games for us. I don't know. I mean, is something causing that? Like, is that just the rules? Or I thought it was like a coin flip. And are we really that unlucky that we've coin flipped home games 3 times in a row? I don't know. But, yeah, it's unfortunate that we don't get the money for that. Because if we come up here and see... Oh, it did get 60,000 from the Colchester game. To be fair. So we might get a decent amount of money. Oh, that's just for winning, though. That's just for winning. So if you look at club, I don't think we can see the receipts here, but we're just not going to get the gate receipts, unfortunately, from their bigger stadium. Because if I remember correctly, can't talk all of a sudden. You split the gate receipts, so obviously you want gate receipts from a bigger stadium. Oh well, it's what it is. We'll keep going. I mean, if we by some crazy, insane, whatever, got past Huddersfield Town, then there's a decent chance that we would be playing, I think at that level, the next round after that, the Premier teams come in, and an away game against a Premier team would set us up for the next couple of years. So we can only hope, right? We can only hope. All right, well, that's it. Next game you guys are going to see. I'm actually going to come back for the Ebbsfleet Barrow games here because I do want to show Ebbsfleet. I could come back for Grimsby, but we'll do Ebbsfleet Barrow. That's going to be fine. And go from there. Yeah, I think so. I also do the Ebbsfleet and Huddersfield and just play a couple games in the middle, which I don't normally do, but just trying to spread it out a little bit. I might do that. We'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. And God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.